This is another episode of TheCMDpodS1E2 and today we are trying to have a conversation different from the norms. We are going outside the skirt of Ghana. We did Ghana, but we will come up for Ghana inside. The thing they approach people they do, even we can't talk about for here. So Charlie, I guess I'm two people. One puts first for your eyes inside some fresh mind. You need to do your doctor, then your pharmacy thing, then they do something different. So whatever express man, at the back, introduce yourself, make my people know you.
Yeah, so I am Raphael Mensah. I'm a software engineer.
I
think that's what it is about me. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Senior man, what about you, say?
Charlie. So I'm Innocent K Boateng and I'm a freelance graphic designer and a content creator.
Oh, nice. I see. Yeah. Graphic design. For graphic design, we don't get a lot of that here. So how did you find yourself in graphic design?
So it was quite an interesting journey. When I completed SHS, I needed ways to make money. So I started working at a printing press. I saw an opportunity. The graphic designer then, he had issues with the manager, so he left. And then I saw the opportunity. So I started learning from YouTube and all that. And
that's nice. That's nice. YouTube, man.
Boss,
did you also find yourself in a printing press? Or?
No. So I think my journey has been very straightforward. More of like go to the university, join a couple of clubs, and then
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, that's that.
So for you, you just went straight to the university after SHS and all that.
I think my path was more of like tech, right? More into the tech field. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But both of you are all like trying to say that whilst you were growing up, you had the chance to make the decisions yourself. You said you found yourself in the printing press, and then along there you find love for it. But whilst you find love in graphic design, did your parents tell you that man, graphic doctor? Did they tell you that?
Oh yeah, you see that one there for almost every Ghanaian home, you would have that issues. Okay. When I was going to SHS, my mother said that I should go and offer science. Simply because me teachers make a chance say I'm a good student.
Okay,
but me so me maths. And science and maths are like in year 4. So I told my mom that okay, me teachers ni mo say, but I want to do something for myself. So instead of going for science, I did business at the SHS.
Wow, you did business.
Yeah, I did business. Yes. So that you see how it goes. So I did business, and when I was done with SHS, I also said, okay, like I love computers. I love me hobby use computers and those times now I barely had anything like laptop or something. And when I had the opportunity to go to university, I switched from business to ICT. And all these decisions it was purely from me. My parents didn't kind of interfere. They gave me that chance now to make decisions for myself, and I think they realized I didn't make wrong choices.
Honestly.
So honestly, mine is quite the opposite, right? I got a bit influenced by my parents.
Oh, okay.
But then it's not like a decision that I regret, because either way I wanted to be in the tech field, right? Yeah. But when I was about to get into SHS, I wanted to go into hands-on, something like civil engineering and those kind of stuff. But my mom was like, Charlie, me banned the empressor a doctor. So among all my choices, I chose one civil engineering, but then I didn't get that school, right? I got to go to Mensah, right? And I offered computers. Sorry, what's the name? Not software engineering.
Okay.
General science.
SHS. Oh, okay.
I'm talking about SHS.
Yeah.
Right? And from SHS, I was like, I want to know more about computers. Because after SHS, I got to use computers, and then I was by then we had cafe. So you went download games, Facebook, all that. Yeah, maybe it's Beacon.
Yeah.
And normally we had this game site called Free. I don't know if you know Free.
No,
like that's the whole world. You had like almost all the games you wanted, like these arcade games. I think that was what brought my interest into tech, and yeah, it was very good.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. So, like, do you think that? Why do you think that in Ghana these tech jobs are not popular? Why do you think that you wouldn't see a lot of people being proud that they are tech guys? Do you think it is because of the stereotype that tech guys are fraud boys and night workers and all these things?
That issue. I think it's a whole topic on its own. Because I think in Ghana, for instance, if people see you mostly around computers, they think that like you're into fraud. And I remember one time telling one guy that this time around you don't necessarily have to like work in a company. You can do remote jobs, freelance. And he was like, that can't happen. And I was like, hey Charlie, you're 21st century. But sad in Angasana, it has been happening, and I think it's one of the reasons that I'm agoraphobic, because people are, especially the software engineering, the coding guys, people are making money out of it, but they don't want to talk about it simply because if you tell someone you are making $1,000 a month from being a software engineer or working freelance, they will say it's never possible.
It doesn't sound real.
It's not real. It doesn't sound real. So I think that is one of the reasons why people are feeling reluctant to let people know, say, oh Charlie, this is what I'm doing.
I think one way or another too, I have Ghanaian parents, so when I used to work back in my dad's compound, right? You'd be working, by then I was working remote, right? So you'd be working, and then my dad could just come in and be like, he doesn't know what I'm doing. I should get up and do something for him. Like, come on, like they don't understand the entire concept of like working remotely. To them, you have to be in the office.
Yes, the traditional way. Yes.
Apart from that side, there's no way you're making big money. And if you are working from home and you start making big money, then you are frauding. You're taking money from some white man.
I had this instance where my little mom, she worked on me like on a Zoom call. Or like we weren't on a video call, it was voice. And I told her like, please, I'm on a call. I was wearing singlet. Like, you're on a call. Like I told her I was having a meeting. Why are you having a meeting in a singlet? Why would you be having a meeting in a singlet? So it's similar to like what you're saying. They think that you have to go out the wear suit and tie before you can get like proper jobs.
Like that means that they want the 9 to 5.
Exactly.
That is the Ghanaian community think is called a job. That's very funny. We really have to do something about doing that. But do you think that there's a future in tech here in Ghana? Do you think that, for example, you're a graphic designer, right? And do you think that along the line there will be a situation where a young man will walk to you and say, oh, bruh, this is a graphic designer. Graphic designer. Do you think that people will get to that extent where people have that confidence to ask or choose that career path?
Oh yeah, I think recently, like a lot of people are seeing the light, because I think recently, the youth, they like results. If you tell me you are into the tech space, you are a software engineer, you are a UI UX designer, and you make say $100 a month but it is not reflecting in your daily actions. You are suffering, you are struggling, you are telling me you are making $1,000. It doesn't make sense. So I think people are looking for results. So if I am proving to you that this is what I do, this is what is happening to me, it is easier to convince you to do what I'm doing. And I think people have been seeing it. People have been seeing content creators making like thousands of dollars online, and they don't need to come and preach to you that this is you find yourself into it. So I think there is a future in it, where so far as people are seeing the light and they are ready to learn, there is a future in that.
But senior boss with I think you are a software engineer, right? But with yours, it's more of you are coding and all those things. So like You see, in Ghana, we see software engineers as geeks, and then Shako, I say like Charlie with your mouse, they have
chill.
If I'm doing inside, tell me, like, how would you draw me into doing software engineering?
Okay, so basically, how will I convince someone to
to be in tech?
I think we all started from somewhere. Personally, I started from gaming, right? In order for me to draw your attention, maybe probably you like gaming, you like visual stuff, right? You like arts. You can convert art into coding, right? Exactly. So all these things can draw your attention. Probably maybe you are not a gamer, you like music, right? You can do something with music using code, like. If maybe you are more into numbers, there is data science. You can do something with numbers.
That's right.
So I think it depends on what your interests are. So if you have interest in graphic design, I think even at some aspect of graphic design you can code.
Yes.
So it depends on you.
Right? I see. So I shouldn't be scared that probably I say because calculus in your money.
No. I'm not very good with maths, but then
same like
I'm not very good with maths, but then I do code very well.
Okay, I see. So, what are some of the challenges you faced whilst you're working in Ghana? You see, in Ghana, we've now actually accepted this world of tech thing. For example, even Bitcoin like this. Probably you've traveled somewhere and then maybe you want to take payment from somebody here in Ghana. Maybe you went outside for vacation, then probably you did a job for somebody here in Ghana, and then probably the person is saying he's not having Bitcoin. Do you see that to be a challenge that Ghanaians are not accepting the fact that the world is opening up to tech? Do you see that it to be a barrier for us in terms of our development?
Yeah, as you say, it's a very big problem, and I'm a freelancer. I've been doing freelance for like 3-4 years now.
Okay.
And it's one of the biggest problems for freelancers. And I believe it's not only me. A lot of remote workers have been talking about. You see, there are even online surveys, some of these surveys that you can do and have small dollars. But most of them are accepting PayPal. And Ghana, as we speak now, is not listed on the PayPal. And it's a huge problem.
We can't transact through PayPal.
Exactly. No, so myself, I've lost a lot of numerous jobs simply because the only payment option the person was willing to go by is PayPal. And I've created so many PayPals using Nigeria, Kenya, and still you get blocked simply because they'll block it. So you just have to sometimes reach out to a colleague in the US, UK. Charlie, I did this for this person. They want to pay PayPal. Can I use your PayPal? And you'll be begging people around.
Do they help?
Yeah, sometimes that you see, that thing is also risky. Because they'll be thinking about the other side. Maybe where is the money even coming from? So sometimes it's difficult to find, except maybe the person knows you very well. You find it. So those things, the payment system for me as a freelancer, payment system in Ghana is one of the biggest things I'm dealing with.
Oh, I see. But software engineer, I think maybe I think maybe I would want to ask you a question and then also give you a task. Do you think that the software engineers in Ghana can do a research into probably how Ghanaians can accept payment, so that probably you can also design or build a software or a payment system like PayPal that Ghanaians can trust and accept? Do you think doing a research into that can help out to something like that?
So even there's something, or even if something like that has to happen, right? I think most of these things have to be backed by your system, your system in the country, right?
Okay. Laws and all these
the
things.
country's system is not accepting that. How are you going to go by that?
Wow.
So even though we as software engineers can come out with something like that, you have to go by the country's rules and regulations, right? If the country is not allowing you to do that, it's going to be very hard.
Then I'm drawing you into politics a little bit.
But let me add to what you said. Adding up to what you said, you see, recently there are different apps like Sendwave, those apps that are allowing especially the Ghanaians outside to send money, like mobile money streams. Flutterwave and all those things. Those are for the Ghanaian, the normal Ghanaian. Because if my sister is in the US and wants to send me money, it's easier for me to convince her that she can use Sendwave and send it. But it is difficult for you to convince a white person that he should go and download segments to send you money instead of using PayPal. PayPal is trusted.
They are not standard.
Exactly. PayPal is trusted. But if you build an app in Ghana, for instance, the Ghanaian will patronize it. But what about the outsiders? That is what he was
seem like
about.
it is limited to
normally
just us.
these apps are for family members.
Exactly.
Someone who is very close to you.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So, like in general, you can say that we have to also make sure that our system here works so that it can accommodate that kind of change.
Exactly.
Our system is not actually ready for that kind of
Yeah.
It's so nice having you here on the Charlie Matter podcast. We really had a very, very good time with you. And to end our show, we would also want you to also give us some word of advice to aspiring youngins who want to also find themselves in tech. Maybe like, I don't want to do tech, but tell me, I don't even know where to even start from. What do you think Simeka do? Engineer.
So basically, you all have to start somewhere, right? A YouTube video, a Google search, right? Just draw your interest into it, and then you can pick it up from that side.
Okay, I see.
All you have to do is like keep going, like
Just do it.
People see like you've been having it easy, but they be sleeping on guitar. And a friend of mine said that learning, like when you're starting out tech, especially programming, learning the basics is not a problem, but you learn them more whilst on the field. Because if you want to create one program, like you go through a lot of stuff. But I'll borrow words from my brother. He said that sometimes you have to pick it up from where you love, from a point of passion. Okay, so if you want, like if you're a music lover, you pick it up from that point. If you're a gamer, you pick it up from that point. You love visuals, you pick it up. In that way, you don't find it difficult getting yourself into it, because it's way easier to do something you're passionate about rather than seeing that, okay, so my brother is a software engineer, he codes well, so I'm more of a visual person, but I want to go and code. Like, I'll have so much difficulty. So pick it from a point of passion, start learning, pick up a course, a YouTube video, and then you're good to go.
You really sound, with how you are expressing yourself, you sound like it will be very, very easy. Immediately, like,
it's
but I think it is even comfort. I think my listeners will find it comforting and convincing that it is easy for you to do. You just have to like start.
No, the thing is, it's not easy. That one, dear. Even once you tell you that it's easy, it's not. But like what I'm trying to say is that if you pick it up from a point of passion, it becomes a bit easier rather than following. Like, I see this person doing it big in this area, so I want to follow him. You might not know what he is facing behind the scenes. You get it? I won't tell you that. Like, sometimes I have to download maybe 5 templates before I come up with a concept for a design.
I'm just going to give you the end results, right?
So that is how it
but I won't tell you what I did. Like, no,
exactly.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for you said you're a content creator. And I would also want you to drop probably your channel name and then.
So I think on all social media, the moment you type in Innocent K Boateng, I'll pop up.
Yes,
but for Instagram, and the username has been _innocent. But the full name has always been Innocent K Boateng. So if you type in Innocent K Boateng, LinkedIn, Twitter, baby, I'll be there.
You said content too, like what type of content?
You're asking the content. I basically make Photoshop tutorials. I love tech, so sometimes I talk about tech. And recently I've been delving into filmmaking, drone shots, and cinematic videos.
That's nice. Well, how are you?
Me, the social media, I don't know my handles. I'm not very big.
The groups now,
I will post, but I don't know. Maybe try Ralph. R-A-L-P-H. Like, that's where I don't know. Right? I don't have it off head. Right? I do post, but then I don't have it off
YouTube or anything.
No. I don't do YouTube.
Okay.
Just maybe Instagram and then TikTok.
Yeah. You say
I want to don't do that. You know?
You just want them to enjoy it. Okay, that's fine. So
inside, but
so how goes it?
Mother's Day, why?
Mother's Day,
Charlie, so innocent here, Charlie, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Talk.
Thank you.